Hi guys, it's Ms. Wegener. I'd like to read you a book. Today we're going to read Do Frogs Drink Hot Chocolate? How Animals Keep Warm. This is written by Etta Canner and illustrated by John Martz. When animals... Sorry, already messed up. When it gets cold out, do animals turn up the heat? No. So how do they survive the chilly weather? Let's find out. Do frogs drink hot chocolate to keep warm? No. Some frogs don't even try to keep warm. The Alaskan wood frog turns into a frogsicle. It spends the winter with most of its body frozen. When the air warms up, the frog warms up too. I'm glad I don't turn into a human sickle. Do penguins snuggle with a friend? Yes, they do. In winter, thousands of emperor penguins come together in a giant huddle. It's warm in the middle but cold on the outside. So what do? The penguins shuffle. Taking small steps, they slowly change places. That way, they all get a turn in the middle. So that's an adaptation they have. Do butterflies sunbathe? What do you think? Yes! Butterflies can't fly if they are cold and they can't make their own heat. So what do? Catch some rays. If it's cold, a butterfly will sit on a rock or log and stretch its wings. Then the sun warms up its tired flight muscles. Do foxes wear earmuffs? No. Arctic foxes have small furry ears. The fur helps, but so does the size. Ears stick out into the cold air. A fox's body can lose heat that way. Smaller ears don't stick out as much as big ears, so they lose less heat. So that's an adaptation that the Arctic fox has. Its ears are small, so its body heat stays inside. Do turtles jump up and down to keep warm? I'm skeptical of this one. No! Many turtles will burrow into the mud and dead leaves at the bottom of a pond. The water there is cold, but it never freezes. It usually stays at about 39 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the perfect temperature for turtles who like to snooze while they wait for spring. What does snooze mean? Sleep, you're right. Do polar bears build homes? Yes! Pregnant polar bears build dens, but not with wood or hammers. Instead, a mama bear uses her sharp claws to dig out a cave in the snow. When it's finished, she crawls inside to have her babies. The den keeps them all safe and warm until spring. So she doesn't build the den until she knows she's going to have babies. Do whales wear snowsuits? No! Whales have blubber under their skin. This layer of fat, text clue, whales have blubber under their skin. This layer of fat, so blubber must be fat. To keep their body heat in the cold out. Whale blubber can be up to 12 inches thick. That's really thick. It also stores energy so whales can keep going for a long time without eating. Do squirrels curl up under blankets? Kinda. Yes, sort of. Squirrels have built-in blankets. When it's cold out, they wrap their long, bushy tails around themselves, so their body heat won't escape. And that's not all. As the temperature drops, less blood flows into their tails. Instead, it stays in their bodies to help them stay warm. So we're learning about all sorts of adaptations animals have to stay warm during the cold weather. Do monkeys have to take hot baths to keep warm? Yes, some do. Did you know? I bet you thought it was no. Japanese macaques love to take warm baths. There are places in Japan where hot water bubbles up naturally from the ground to form pools. After playing in the snow, the macaques will jump into these hot pools to warm up. I'd love that. Now this is a hard word to pronounce. I'm going to try my best. Do tuataras sit by a campfire? So it's like a type of lizard. No! Tuatara's bodies cannot make heat, but birds' bodies can. So what does a tuatara do? It has a sleepover with a little bird called a fairy prion. The heat from the bird helps keep the tuatara from getting too chilly overnight. Who knew that a lizard and a bird had sleepovers together? I had no idea. Do honeybees use teamwork? I bet you guys know the answer for that. Yes, they do. In winter, honeybees form a cluster around the queen bee. She's usually bigger. She's that one. Then they shiver together. Shiver means shake. And the text is going to actually tell us another word for what shiver means. Then they shiver together. By vibrating their wing muscles, they raise the air temperature in the hive. So shiver means vibrate or shake. This keeps the queen toasty warm. How do bees have energy for all this shivering? They eat honey. Do birds fly south? Yes and no. In winter, some birds fly south in search of food and warmth. Other birds survive wintry weather by eating as much as possible. This gives their bodies energy to keep warm. Feathers help too. When they're fluffed up, they trap warm air next to a bird's skin. Do guanacos wear leg warmers to keep warm? This is sort of like a llama, I think. Sort of. Guanacos have thick, woolly coats, but there's very little fur on their legs. When it's cold outside, chilly guanacos lie down with their legs tucked underneath their bodies. That keeps them nice and warm. All right, last but not least, all of the animals in this book have special ways, called adaptations, to survive the cold. Survive means live. But what about you? What do you do to keep warm? One thing that I did when I was little to keep warm was help my dad chop wood. We had a wood stove in our house, and our wood stove was the way that we stayed warm. So think about it, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this book. Have a good day.